Pak kembali mana?
Pagi hari ini saya berkunjungan Amero di Kabupaten Konawe yang pembangunan infrastruktur kawasan di Wakatobi Provinsi Sulawesi Tenggara. Untuk pejabat-pejabat yang
mau dapat makanan, mau dapat makanan, mau lagi nggak? Ini ada.
Ya, aku langsung
Translate.
Facilitate better learning motivation. So
Oh, yang sisi dulu, yang berada di dulu.
Thank you very much, everyone. So this is the end of the signing ceremony. And for a quick announcement, we do have a side event at 2:50 at Kintamani 1 with UNESCO and IWRA to promote the GWSI series. So please come see us if you have a chance. Hope you have a wonderful time and hearing more from about. Thank you so much.
Today or yesterday?
And to also see how you can make a step there towards safely managed sanitation. Actually, what do you see as the potential, but also the challenges that you are facing?
I guess the challenge is also having sanitation facilities in the hinterland barangays, those way up in the mountains, the remote areas where, you know, sometimes we say those are our marginal people up there.
So it's also from the area that it is possible for that. And for the city itself, it's fine because you know it's easy for that to face the
Many national policies and strategies do not prioritize sanitation. And in many, you will realize in a number of countries that departments responsible for urban planning want to work alone away from their counterparts working on water and sanitation. So we have not made much progress in integrating the sectors around sanitation planning. So this effort by UN Habitat contributes to global efforts around the world to accelerate access to sanitation because the UN is estimating that if we were to meet the 2030 targets for sanitation, the pace of progress will have to accelerate 5 times.
When we come to the operational systems, you need to have strategies that will be able to provide the services that district assemblies become the hub for all this initiative. You don't need to go far from your location to access these facilities. And the facility delivery strategy, we're also looking at how do we partner with other agencies to provide the service. If you don't have the service providers and you mobilize the community and you cannot deliver, then you have failed them. So we have also partnered with private sector, build their capacity to have large-scale contractors who can provide the services in this low-income community. So for instance, if you need 100,000 toilets in a community and you do not have a service provider to do the delivery, then of
Presentation is purely based on the finding from that independent evaluation study. And I would like to highlight some of the key findings. There are so many findings, and I'll give you the link to download the full report, including the recommendation were also made. But I would like to highlight some very few key findings and recommendations. So Sanimas, I think Indonesia colleagues, they already know what is Sanimas, very popular term. Sanimas basically is community-based sanitation, and sometimes we call it decentralized small-scale sanitation systems, which cover like 50 to 200 households, which will be provided by the small-scale decentralized sanitation systems. And between 2002 and 2019, Government of Indonesia did a very good, remarkable job. More than 22,000 Sanimas infrastructures has been established in Indonesia. That is serving like 6 million people in almost in each every provinces of Indonesia. This is a very remarkable achievement, and no other countries has so far made this kind of remarkable achievement in promoting community-based sanitation projects. And almost $1 billion US has been invested over 6 key programs supported by Government of Indonesia, World Bank, ADB, ISDB, and other partners as well. And out of which 97% is implemented by Ministry of Public Works and Housing. So Sanimas independent evaluation study, we did it based on the request from Pepenas, Ministry of National Planning. So this is supported by Gates Foundation, and the technical team from Dalco Point, they did a very good evaluation study. So as you see, it was done in July to November 2020. During the COVID period, there were so many challenges, so we need to do some remote data collection as well, and online questionnaire survey and so on. Basically, there are 3 major objectives of this independent evaluation to identify the success and limitation of Sanimas approach, and particularly to learn the ISDB implemented Sanimas project, and other also some learnings from other investment projects has been also identified.
Actually, if you think about it,
all of these different sectors have their own international conferences where they all gather together and they talk about climate change, what to do about floods and droughts. Well, what this report tries to do, it looks at how all these different agencies interact, how they collaborate, so that really the whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Each of these agencies have a job to do, but they have one more job. They have to work as a system to really help a country reduce their hydroclimatic risks and damages.
Global issues, that there are water challenges in all our SDGs, almost our SDGs, that we need to work together more closely at national level, local level, but also international level, that we have to elevate water in the global agenda. Everybody agrees on this. But when we have said that, we have to describe what is this water governance. We have, of course, some ideas on what we have to do, but in the moment when we have to implement it, when we have to go on the ground, when we have to implement policies in all the sectors, when we have to manage with transboundary issues, with when we are speaking about water as a tool for peace, for example. All these words are wonderful, but now, what do we do? And that's why I think it was very important to have some speaker to try to answer this very important question. We will have speaker who will talk from a global perspective, and we will begin with that. Then from a regional perspective, then from a local perspective, and after we will have those discussions because we need to have a point of view of all the stakeholders.